So thank you for checking out our video today. We are now GF Tech. We are no longer GTS Frog. So we are going to go with the name GF Tech. Thank you for checking out our video today. The video today is the Surface Pro 6 versus the Voyo i7 Plus. The Voyo i7 Plus is a China copy of the Surface Pro. I've never really put them up against each other, so thought it was about high time that I did it, especially since I've recently received the Surface Pro 6. So thanks for checking out my video, and I hope you enjoyed the review. Hello, welcome to GF Tech Reviews. Today we are reviewing the Voyo i7 Plus, which is this device here, and the Surface Pro 6, which is this device here. Now they're very similar. Part of the reason for that is the Voyo i7 Plus is actually a copy of the Surface Pro, and you can see there are a lot of similarities in how it's built, the screen and everything. And I actually for a long time was using the Voyo i7 Plus because I think it is a really good device for the price. But you will see if you go on to more complicated tasks and you're looking to do more advanced things, this is not a good two-in-one. If you look at my previous reviews, you'll see why. But now the initial impressions are obviously here that the Surface Pro is a little bit lighter, it has a little bit less bezels, it's thinner, and definitely seems all around a better built device. But one of the disadvantages is the ports. So the Surface Pro, and I'll show you right now, only has a mini HDMI and one full-size USB. And here we have the audio phone jack, whereby this actually has one full size, one audio, one micro SD, and on this side actually has another full USB, a USB-C, and an HDMI in, a mini HDMI in. So in port selection, the Voyo i7 Plus definitely has an advantage over the Surface Pro 6. Another place where it has an advantage is if you buy this, you're paying $700, including the cover right here, the plastic cover, a keyboard, and a pen. As I said, unfortunately my keyboard is broken, but I did get everything for $700. This you're paying over $1,700 just for the device. It doesn't really expect the Surface Pro 6 is going to win this because it does have a better screen. But I wanted to show you guys to give you an idea of what the differences are and see which one you prefer. As you can see, the Voyo i7 is actually flickering on screen, which is never a good sign. But I'm going to start both of them and you can decide which one you want. I mean, as you're about to see, or as you can clearly see, the Surface Pro is clearly going to win in terms of quality, in terms of speed, and in terms of how they play it. But you can see the Voyo i7 isn't terrible for considering it's a 3K screen and this is 4K. But you can see the Surface Pro can play this at 4K level. You can see the Surface has a lot more clearer screen, a lot more details, a lot more things like that. It's a lot more active, it's a lot more, the color reproduction is a lot more accurate than the Voyo i7. I'm not sure what the RGB is, but I'm sure it's pretty good on the Surface Pro because it is a lot more accurate. Another thing that people have become very interested in the last few years is webcams and the quality of the webcams. So as you can see, neither one of these has the best quality webcams in the world, but you can see once again that the clear winner here is the Surface Pro 6 in what it can do. Now I wouldn't advise you to do this, but if you do want to take pictures on these things, I'll show you how that is too. And you can see the back cameras again. It's clearly obvious that the Surface Pro is a clear winner when it comes to cameras and things like that. Again, both usable. Both you can use. Again, there are better options for the cameras, but these will work, I think, no problems for Skype or any level like web conferencing like that. So this is one of my final tests that I like to do, and it's a Netflix test. So you can see, because a lot of people use Netflix these days, a lot of people need Netflix on their tablets. So I'm going to play the same clip or the same Netflix video from both computers at full volume, and you can see This is one area where the Voyo really struggled, and that's the volume. It's the volume, editing, and the quality of the screen is the three areas where this really gets blown out of the water by the Surface Pro. But I'll let you judge for yourself. The first clip is from Arrow, and is going to be on the Voyo i7 at full volume.
So the software is confusing our facial recognition algorithms. I can't find her. Alright, we will continue with the low-tech option. We'll go up there again tonight. Yeah, and every time you do, you are playing Russian roulette, considering you're being followed and all. And the anti-vigilante law? Don't worry, you should not be either. The three of us, we will solve this problem together. Like a haircut. It's nice. I didn't get a haircut, Curtis. It's fine. I'm really appreciative that you're helping, John. No heart, Philly? No. That was a
Consecutive all-nighter. No, he's either the first bad guy to ghost us.
And now this is the same clip here in the Surface Pro 6.
Black Sabbath. Another strikeout. I can't track her cry, and Kaden must have inserted some sort of Trojan, so the software is confusing our facial recognition algorithms. I can't find her.
Alright, we will continue with the low-tech option. We'll go up there again tonight.
Yeah, and every time you do, you are playing Russian roulette, considering you're being followed and all.
And the anti-vigilante law?
Don't worry, you should not be either. The three of us, we will solve this problem together.
The only little problem I think that with the Surface Pro 6 is the
glare. Get a haircut, Curtis. It's fine. I'm really appreciative that you're helping, John.
No heart, Philly?
So overall, in conclusion, I would say they're both excellent. It depends what you want to do. Value for money, clearly the Voyo i7 Plus takes it by a long way. For quality, and if you want the best 2-in-1 on the market that's really going to run really well, have no issues, you're looking to do editing or anything like that, you definitely got to go with the Surface Pro 6. Just you're going to lack ports, you're going to need expansions, you're going to need stuff like that for sure. Also, for example, another negative on the Surface Pro is the charger. It is a special priority charger of the Surface, so you can't charge it from USB-C or anything like that. Now you can't charge this one from USB-C either, but it does use a standard DC in, so it's much easier to find a standard DC in than it is that. And also it would be nice if both of these devices charge from USB-C, but they do not. The other advantage, the Voyo i7 has the extra ports if you need them. But again, I don't think, for me, it wasn't that important with the 2-in-1 to have the extra ports. That's why I went with the Surface Pro 6. The Surface Pro 7 does have a USB-C, and you can charge from the USB-C, but it is a lot more expensive. Later, I will be reviewing the Surface Dial, the keyboard, and the pen to let you know my overall opinions of that. And the nice thing is the pen from the Voyo i7 Plus does work on the Surface Pro. Well, anyway, thank you for watching my review today.